Today we have a look at reports of a double stabbing, news on Matthew McConaughey, and more.
We have weather with Ben and a look at sports with Eli. Today is Monday, November 29th, 2021.
We are live from Studio 12 and you're watching Vox News Today. Welcome back. I'm Lauren Webb.
And I'm Madison Johnston.
According to the Chattanooga Police Department, this incident occurred Saturday morning. It happened in the 1000 block of Dotson Avenue. Chattanooga Police Department officers responded to a report of a stabbing. The responding officers rounded two victims. Police said both victims suffered severe stab wounds and were taken to a hospital for treatment. The victims' age or identities have not been yet released. One person is in custody, Chattanooga Police Department said. This incident remains under investigation.
The Murphy Rotary Club is not selling Christmas trees for the first time in 50 years due to a national shortage. The club typically usually sets up shop on Black Friday and sells half their stock by the end of the weekend. But this year, the club president said that he couldn't find any trees within a 4-hour radius. The club is accepting donations to help offset the funds lost because of the canceled sale.
Emergency crews battled a mobile home fire in Sells Creek Sunday afternoon. Just before 11:30 a.m., a neighbor calls 911 reporting heavy smoke coming from the mobile home. Sells Creek Volunteer Fire Department responded to the 300 block of Border Loop and found heavy smoke coming from the mobile home. One team of firefighters entered the home conducting an initial search while another team took out the fire in the kitchen and ceiling. No injuries were reported. However, 3 cats died in the fire. Hamilton County EMS was on the scene for any potential injuries. The cause of the fire is under investigation by Sells Creek Fire Marshal, but fire officials confirmed the fire started in the kitchen.
This holiday season, many people are still grieving from the COVID-19 pandemic. Sherry Campbell is the executive director of the Welcome Home of Chattanooga that provides hope, healing, and compassion for those in need. She said many people continue to suffer from the effects of the coronavirus pandemic, whether it's the loss of a loved one or a job. A virtual session will be held Sunday, December 5th from 4 to 5:30 p.m. to help those in need.
One person is dead after a massive tree fell into a Los Angeles home. Firefighters rescued 3 people and a dog from the 2-story home in Encino neighborhood. One person trapped inside after the tree sliced through the home died in the incident. A vehicle parked in the driveway was also crushed. Authorities don't know what caused the tree to fall.
Actor Matthew McConaughey has decided that he will not enter the race to become governor of Texas. After acknowledging that he had been thinking about running for office, McConaughey explained his decision on Twitter account Sunday. While the actor says it's humbling to be considered as a gubernatorial candidate by some, he says he won't be his next role.
And now let's switch gears and check on our weather. Ben, what can you tell us?
It's going to be pretty cold this week, but I'll have information on that and more right after this break.
College already?
Yeah. We gotta go.
I love you.
I love you too, Daddy. And thanks for everything.
Gratitude. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
That sounds awful. Seriously, awful.
But a lot better than last week.
We weren't born to follow.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Dudesh with your weather. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather at glance for today and see what that looks like. Today is sunny with a high of 49 and a low of 30. Precipitation is at 1%. Winds up from 4 to 10 miles per hour going north-northeast. Humidity is at 45% and dew point is at 42. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our local radar. It's all clear skies as of right now, but that might change throughout the week with cloudy skies, changing that up. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our national radar. There's scattered ice and snowstorms in the north area and northeast. There's some scattered showers at the northwest as well, but all throughout the east coast and south, it's all clear. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our 7-day weather forecast. Tuesday, sunny skies with a high of 61 and a low of 43 and a low of 34. Wednesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 65 and a low of 43. Thursday, sunny skies with a high of 68 and a low of 45. Friday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 70 and a low of 49. Saturday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 65 and a low of 38. And Sunday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 61 and a low of 40. And that's all for weather. Now I'll send it over to Eli with your sports.
I have coverage on the thriller finish between Auburn and Alabama game last Saturday night, right after this break.
Well, you're wrong.
I'm wrong. You're the one who misrepresented the facts.
Misrepresent the facts? Are you kidding?
Your proposal's ludicrous.
My proposal will go exactly the way I say it will.
My dead body.
I think somebody needs a timeout.
Oh, that's the power of one.
Civility. Pass it on.
One grain of sand can turn the tide.
strike two. I'm the greatest hitter in the world! Strike three. Wow! I'm the greatest pitcher in the world! Set!
Optimism. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Welcome back. I'm Ian Dunn with your sports. Let's take a look at the SEC outlook. The final week wrapping up as number one Georgia tears up Georgia Tech 45-0. Alabama is ranked fourth. They dropped 2 spots after a really close finish between Auburn, a 24-22 after a 4 overtime game. Tennessee defeats Vanderbilt 45-21. Number 25 Kentucky beats Louisville, which is their rivalry, 52-21. Arkansas, ranked 23rd, beats Missouri 34-17. Number 23 Clemson shuts out South Carolina 30-0. Florida defeats their in-state rivalry 24-21. Number 8 Ole Miss beats Mississippi State 31-21. And LSU, in a shocker, beats number 24 Texas A&M. The Tigers have contained Alabama, ranked 3rd by the College Football Playoff Selection Committee. For nearly 4 quarters, they generated pressure on Crimson Tide quarterback Bryce Young. They gave up fewer yards on the ground. They held the Alabama offense to 68 yards in the first half. And yet, Alabama, with the Heisman Trophy favorite at the helm of its offense and one of the most successful coaches in college football history, on its sideline overcame a horrendous 59 minutes of offense, coming from behind to defeat Auburn 24-22 on Saturday in 4 overtimes. Cleveland and Baltimore had a bizarre finish to the second quarter with 5 combined turnovers in just over the last 30 minutes, but the Ravens have connected on both of their field goals, while the Browns are just 1 of 2, and that's why Baltimore leads 6-3 at halftime. And the final score of that game was 16-10. Baltimore wins. That's all I have for your sports. Stay tuned for more news right after this break.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you. And
walk you across the street?
Sure. Why not? Thanks.
You're welcome.
Welcome back. A baby in northern China hasn't mastered walking yet, but she's already quite the snowboarder. Videos of the 11-month-old sliding down the slopes have gone viral, with her little face peeping out under all her snow gear. Her parents say they'd wanted to teach her how to ski, and they were surprised at how quickly their little child could stand on the snowboard, all on her own.
Hayley Williams teased a 2022 return of Paramore in a newsletter Friday. While Paramore has been away, Williams has released 2 solo albums, Petals for Armor in 2020 and Flowers for Vases in 2021. In the newsletter, Williams began by speaking out on her solo career, future music to come, and merch, and received support from her band members and fans throughout the process. Williams has been hinting at a comeback for Paramore this past week, who hasn't released any new music in 5 years.
Iran nuclear talks resumed today for the first time since a new hardline Iranian president took office this summer. The U.S. says that Iran has moved closer to the nuclear weapon since President Donald Trump withdrew from the so-called JCPOA in 2018. The UN says that that deal has been worked to prevent Iranian weapon development.
A police report determined that a Florida school and its teachers did not commit a crime or child abuse after it emerged last month that they tied a mask to the face of a student with Down syndrome. The report comes after Becerra's stepfather, Jeffrey Steele, accused educators at Ocean Breeze Elementary School in Indian Harbor Beach, Florida, of forcing his stepdaughter with Down syndrome to wear a mask by tying it to her head for roughly 6 weeks.
A London hospital says this is the first person in the world to exclusively use a fully 3D printed eye. Moorfields Eye Hospital says 47-year-old Steve Verses got it Thursday. It says the eye is more realistic than culture models. With depth to the pupils, Moorfields adds that printed such an eye is faster than existing manufacturing methods, and the custom fitting process is less than invasive.
From appliance stores in the United States to food markets in Hungary and gas stations in Poland, rising consumer prices fueled by high energy costs and supply chain disruptions are putting a pinch on households and businesses worldwide. Rising inflation is leading to prices increasing for food, gas, and other products, and pushing many people to choose between digging deeper into their pockets or tightening their belts. In developing economies, it's especially dire.
We're on Facebook and YouTube throughout our channel, BCHS VOX News.
You will also find more online at our website, voxnews.net.
Remind your friends to like, subscribe, and tune in.
You just can't get enough of Vox.
That's all we have for you today from Studio 12 at Bradley Central.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.